Hello, gentle people. Sancho Uchiha here, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's having a great week. It's Monday here, of course, as of this recording, and I really hope everyone had a really great weekend. So, as you can already tell by the video title, today we'll be discussing the upcoming chapter of Boruto, chapter 32. And if you haven't checked out chapter 31 or even checked out my review, be sure to check that out on the channel. I'll probably leave it here as a card, so be sure to check that out. But of course, this video will be centered around, my thoughts, my predictions, I guess you could say, for the upcoming chapter 32. Now, as of this recording, we're kind of a ways off, probably like 3 weeks, give or take, for chapter 32 of Boruto. But I wanted to put in my 2 cents, leading up to it, because we had some pretty interesting things taking place in chapter 31, and I'll get right into that. So be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So, chapter 31 of Boruto, we got Naruto taking on one of the high-ranking inner Kara members, Delta. And honestly, if you haven't gotten into the Boruto manga yet, you should probably do it now, because honestly, based on what was shown in chapter 31, this is probably going to end up being one of Naruto's most difficult fights yet. Since the whole incident with Momoshiki and Kinshiki, honestly speaking. So it's going to be interesting. In chapter 31, we had Delta coming in there, of course, into the Leaf Village, confronting Naruto Uzumaki as a way to actually get back Kawaki and bring her back to Jigen, to Kara HQ, for the lack of a better term. And what we saw unfold with that chapter, honestly speaking, we saw Delta manage to not only hold her own, but force Naruto essentially into the defensive. Even though throughout most of the chapter it was implied that Naruto was holding back, even when he got a bit more serious, Delta was actually holding her own against him. So, and because of her whole bodily setup being a modified human, cyborg, or essentially ninja technology being embedded throughout her body, Naruto can't use the usual outlandish or major or big jutsu. He's gonna have to kind of approach her in a more strategic sense. But going into my predictions for chapter 32, we ended chapter 31 with a statement saying something unpredictable or unexpected is going to happen for chapter 32. And honestly, your guess is as good as mine, but I think probably the biggest thing that we can expect, or when they say expect the unexpected, is gonna come from Kashin Koji, honestly. Now, leading up to chapter 30, I'd say, ever since Kashin Koji confronted Boruto and his team back in, I'd say probably chapter 24, 25, I may be mistaken on that, but around that part, he's been, the way he's written is kind of, he has ulterior motives, honestly. There's no better way to put it. And the way he's played up until this point, he's going to be a source of, like a bend in the road, a twist in the road, for lack of a better term. Because even comparing Kashin Koji to Delta, he's taking some different routes in terms of confronting Naruto compared to Delta. Delta came into the village and confronted Naruto to get Kawaki about right away, and Kashin Koji has been taking a more covert or black ops kind of approach in terms of investigating the village. But I think the biggest thing is that in chapter 29, was it, or chapter 30, it was mentioned that Konoha kind of keeps a registry of all the chakra signatures in the village, and if someone with unknown chakra enters the village, the Yamanaka clan would be alerted immediately, and of course relay that information to Naruto Uzumaki himself. Now, Kashin Koji's chakra signature was actually recognized, so no alarms were no alarms went off when he entered the village. So he obviously has some ties to Konoha. I know there are a million and one theories that say he may be Jiraiya, but that's yet to be confirmed. I guess we'll see. But in terms of chapter 32, I do expect Kashin Koji to actually make a step onto the battlefield where Naruto is fighting Delta at the moment and make some major revelation. or it may be a case where Kashin Koji comes in and they manage to actually kidnap probably Boruto. Well, more like, yeah, it would be Boruto. I was gonna probably say Naruto's daughter Himawari, but it would make more sense for him to actually go up against and capture Boruto, especially because of the strange link, or the common ties between Kawaki and Boruto, being that they both have karma seals. And it's safe to say that Boruto obtained his karma seal using some different methods than the, say, Kawaki, for instance. So this is going to be pretty interesting. Now, I did mention in my chapter 31 review that, the way things are looking, if Kashin Koji joins the fight against Naruto with Delta for a 2v1, Naruto's going to have his hands tied, honestly. I could foresee him being overwhelmed. However, at the same time, I'm still waiting on chapter 32 to actually see, get the bigger picture of how well Naruto is actually going to do against Delta, because this is still just the start of the fight, and I still applaud Delta for performing so well, because Naruto is using his 6-pass enhanced Tail Beast chakra mode, essentially Tail Beast mode or Kurama mode, whichever one you want to call it. So there's that, and the fact that he's using his 6-pass powers, this is like, it's crazy to say that it's part of that power escalation problem with shonen, where you introduce the next big antagonist and it has to be stronger than the last. But it's crazy to think that this girl that's fighting Naruto is comparable to Madara, to say the least. So I guess we'll see how chapter 32 goes with that. But for chapter 32, I do expect the unexpected thing to happen is some major revelation by Kashin Koji, or some kidnapping happens by Kashin Koji, or Kara and our Delta, and Kashin Koji make some major progress in capturing Kawaki and moving things away from the village, and other parties getting involved, whether it be Orochimaru. I mean, that's probably a stretch. Probably I'm rushing and bringing Orochimaru into this, but I thought, why not? But at the same time, grounding this prediction a bit more down to earth, everything would surround Kashin Koji. Honestly, he is the missing link here in terms of the parties currently present at Konoha, honestly, because we have Naruto and company, Naruto, Kawaki, Boruto, Himawari as one team, and we have Kashin Koji and Delta as the opposing team. And no one else in Konoha is really involved with this at the moment, because of course Naruto doesn't want anyone else getting involved, and if Naruto can't handle them, then who else in the village can, really? I mean, strategically they could probably put something in place, but I guess that's yet to be seen. But yeah, for now, Kashin Koji is a missing link, and he, I feel, will be the source of whatever unknown thing or unpredictable event that's going to happen in chapter 32. Of course, I wouldn't be surprised if Sasuke makes an appearance with Kashin Koji, or you know what I mean, like if Kashin Koji shows up, fights, or makes a major declaration, tries to escape. I wouldn't be surprised if Sasuke shows up, because I believe the last time we saw Sasuke was he was interrogating the what was his name again? It's not Chojuro. The guy in chapter 12 to 15 that Boruto fought, that could like basically deflect any jutsu of any person he ate, essentially. So that was weird. I forgot this guy's name. It was a nice little mini arc or fight for Boruto there. But anyway, yeah, so I am expecting Kashin Koji to kind of turn things upside down for chapter 32, and possibly Sasuke making an appearance. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. How feasible do you think it would be for Sasuke to show up? I mean, they didn't really say he was traveling. We kind of expect him to be traveling at this point, but I mean, the last time I checked, he didn't actually leave the village. But who knows, he may be investigating Kara. That would be a nice excuse for him to be on the road. But I guess we can only wait and see getting tongue twisted there, where chapter 32 is gonna bring us. And yeah, in the meantime, I actually need to catch up with the Boruto anime. I'm like 3 episodes behind, and I think the arc regarding Mitsuki has come to an end based on clips I've been thumbnails I've been seeing on YouTube. So I'll probably, well, not probably, I'll definitely watch those episodes and probably give you guys my general thoughts on that arc overall in the anime, and I guess depending on where the anime goes after this, I guess I'll see. But anyways, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this little discussion slash prediction for chapter 32 of the manga. So Sanjo, cheer, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.